I was gonna do this outside, but kept getting bitten by mosquitoes. This is my box set of vinyl records for the Undertale soundtrack. And I know how weird the community is, but it'll always be one of my favorite games. I'm gonna read to you a letter from a composer at Game Freak that was included in here. But first, thanks for hanging out with me. Like and subscribe if you enjoy. Some games have achieved this legendary status. The first few notes of any Minecraft song, the weird synths from Earthbound, Animal Crossing. Do I have to say any more? I could list a bunch, but I'm gonna focus on Undertale. This doesn't just apply to Undertale though. I want you to imagine that I'm holding a vinyl of your favorite video game soundtrack, like Genshin Impact, whatever you play. I really respect people who make video game music a lot, and I'd love to talk to some composers someday, but for now, we've got the next best thing. This came with a note from a composer at Game Freak, Go Ichinose. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. And they talk about their experience with this game. Instead of telling you my story, I'm gonna tell you theirs. Just a brief intro as to what this is. It's a track list, and when you open it up, it has 4 notes from 4 different people inside. One from Toby Fox, one from a close friend of Toby Fox, one from the art designer of the album and of this, all the art pieces in here, and one from Ichinose, who says, "Undertale's great." The first time I heard that in Japan was a bit after the release in 2016. Rumors that it was an amazing game started spreading amongst my game-loving friends and coworkers, but at the time, I was really busy, and I had so many unfinished games piled up, I thought all I could do was give it a quick try. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I'm not made of time, so even if I am interested in a game, I feel like I can only give it like a quick try, as he says. They continue. But then the chance came. The director of the latest project, Omori, not to be confused with Omori, the video game. This is Omori, the game director, big head at Game Freak. Omori gave me the official direction. Play Undertale and listen to the music. Yes! I can play games at work. Lucky, I thought as I started to play. The game was so great and the music was incredible. So much so that I completely forgot about work and just completely fell into it. After beating it, I was so shaken that for a while, I just couldn't do anything. But what the heck was this feeling? Was it because I didn't want to leave the world of Undertale after clearing it? That's what I thought at first, but it wasn't that at all. When I first read this, I felt like it was taking the words right out of my mouth, because the game is great, don't get me wrong. I loved bullet hells, I loved wandering around the world, interacting with everything. Of course, I went back and at the end and interacted with everything again. What sticks to me most is the music. He says, "I've tried all sorts of games and have been moved by many of them, but Undertale was able to realize that same hope with more passion and power than I ever had." Just so you guys know, this guy's a legendary composer if you don't know him already. Look at how many Pokemon games that he's made, or how many Pokemon games he's produced, I guess. I think he does a little bit of game design as well. Unable to contain myself, I tweeted out my thoughts on the game, and soon afterwards, a response came. "Toby Fox-san, what a terrifyingly nice person." To me, this soundtrack will always be something that can move me to tears. And I cannot relate to that line more. If I listen to this soundtrack all the way through, I will guaranteed cry. And there's a few songs where I just have to turn them off if I listen to them, if I hear them at all, which good luck editing this video, me. If you've never played the game and you feel like you're missing something, I'm not trying to make, this isn't specifically about Undertale. You can feel this about pretty much any game that you're really passionate about. If the music is that impactful for you, I think a lot of this is just nostalgia, probably, for me. I know Ichinose probably grew up playing JRPGs, and it's heavily inspired to the point, like, even the music is kind of inspired. But if you still feel lost, if you've never felt this way, I suggest playing Undertale, or at least listen to the soundtrack. I mean, it's not like, I mean, it's a soundtrack, so there will be like weird, but you can look up like a best of soundtrack on YouTube or something. It'll be good. I haven't played Undertale in a while, and this box set is over 2 hours long. So it's been a bit since I've listened to it as well. I've only listened to it like twice all the way through. You hear it in YouTube videos constantly, so kind of getting my fix. Although this opens up a new door to look back on once everybody stops using these songs, and when I listen to it then, it'll bring back even more memories. Music plays an extremely important role inside games, and sometimes it can bring you the most immense emotion. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.